What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are at the Them Dirty Roses show in Birmingham, Alabama at Workplay, and I'm here with Andrew from the Dirty Roses, and me and Andrew go way back.
Way too far back.
We've known each other a long time. We used to be in a band together, so we're going to do a little rig rundown for you guys. So, Andrew, you have a really cool custom guitar that is made by Patterson from Gadsden, where we're both from, and Jamie is a really cool guitar builder, man. He makes some great stuff. So let's talk a little bit about this guitar, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Jamie is a great dude, and I had a guitar built from him a while back, and it was great, but, he was only building T-style guitars back then. So I was like, man, it's cool, but I'm a Les Paul guy. So a few years later, he got, his shop back up and running and really started doing the thing, and he reached out to me. He was like, man, I know that you were always a Les Paul guy, and I just now was able to start doing carved tops and that kind of deal. So he's like, I want to build you, obviously not a Les Paul for copyright reasons, but, or trademark or whatever they are. But so he wanted to build me this style.
Just a single cut style, LP single cut style, yeah.
A single cut arch top. Yeah. Maybe with an old guy on the name, that kind of deal. So I told him, I was like, man, I'm obviously the Holy Grail is a 59 Les Paul, right? Like everybody.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right. And so I was like, I don't know if you guys can see this from here. We'll probably include some still shots of it in this video at some point. But it is that like honey burst that is like that. It's the faded 59, like you find it under your grandma's bed kind of burst. He did that. He cut this a little deeper so I could get access to the 22nd. He's got my name up here on the headstock, which I thought was super cool.
Oh, I've never noticed that before. So that's your name right there.
Yeah, that's that.
You got one of those doctor signatures.
It took me like 6-7 hours to like find the perfect signature. I signed 10-12 different things, and I was like, I don't know, man. How will this look on a headstock? Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we found the good signature.
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. That you notice there is the rose icon inlaid on the 12th fret here, with the TDR down here. He really did it up, man. He went the
So one of the things I've noticed about this guitar that I absolutely love is the truss rod adjustment down here at the down here, man. So you don't have to deal with that and all that.
Dude, yes. Yeah. So absolutely. That was he was not a huge fan of the headstock brake, so he put a little I don't know how you say the word, but the volute.
Volute.
Hey, there we go. Luthier
talk here.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to school to learn that word. Yeah.
So he put the volute up here and no truss rod, so that this is all a solid piece of wood. And it's adjustable from down here.
So what's up with the control? Because I've wondered since you got it, what's up with the control layout here?
Okay, so because this is prototype number 1, we had some crazy ideas about different things to do with it. And at home, I don't think you can see this, but there are 6 little holes in here that have been filled in. And so originally, this knob up top here was supposed to be, he had a...
For like a piezo pickup? Okay.
He had one, he had all the bridge pieces were piezo pickups, and he had the wiring coming through here for each one of them. But it turns out that the technology is just not quite far enough along yet. It's still super noisy. So this was the volume control for that pickup originally. You could blend it, or you could turn this down and have only acoustic. It turned out to be super noisy, and I told him, like, hey, let's just revert back to mag pickup, standard, guitar. So now this is a bass roll-off. So I normally play with it all the way up, but if we have anything that is like a cleaner section, I'll roll this down because it gives like, I don't know, it's almost got a Strat telly vibe to it when you do that.
So is it like a master bass roll-off, so it works for no matter where you're at on the pickup selection?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And then other than that, it's a basic setup. This is the bridge volume. This is the neck volume right here. And then this is the master tone. Okay. Because, I mean, some people are super anal about their tone knobs, but mine is all up.
Same, dude. 10 or leave it alone. Yeah.
And if I do play with it, I am certainly not going to play with both of them individually. Like whatever, if I have a part that I want to be a little bit like more mellow and I roll it down, it's not going to be different for each pickup. So.
Yeah. So is this a regular like 24 3/4 inch scale too?
Actually, I don't know if he wants me to tell this, but I will go ahead and tell it. It's a 25.5 inch scale.
Spicy.
Dude, yeah, so he made it a ½ inch shorter for playability in these upper registers, and it's a little slinkier. Because of that, I went ahead and I put 10 to 52 strings on it because I like the slinkiness up here when you're trying to riff out. And
Yeah, but you need them low notes to hold. Yeah.
absolutely, yes, absolutely, you do need that. And then so he also hand wound these pickups.
Yeah.
And at first they were called Alabama Slammers, but after we went through various different things, I can't recall what they're called now.
They're called something now.
They're called something now, and they're available on his website for sale. They're wound super hot, just because
Southern rock, man. Yeah.
Dude.
Well, and we used to be in a deathcore band, so we like our gain. Yeah.
Exactly, and one of the things that we'll get to this in a minute, but one of the things that I like to do a little bit differently on the amp is I want to drive the front end of it. I don't want the power section to be super spongy because that seems to give my low string like a boxy square wave instead of a nice round, like big open bottom. When you push the power amp too hard, it's great for some people, but it's just not my thing.
I guess last but not least, talk me through the neck joint on this thing because I've wondered about this.
Okay. So this, if you guys...
Yeah, it's got this kind of thing going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it actually, I don't know that you'll know the name for it. It is a set neck. Like you guys probably can't see, but there's a seam here. It's super tight. Like you could unscrew it and still hold the guitar by it. I mean, he made it very well. But I wanted the strap knob back here just because I like my guitar to hang here. Versus here because my hand has to stretch too far. And this is also just a control panel for this.
So is it like a combination? It's like set, but is it also bolt? It's like set and bolted?
Yes. So
That's cool. Okay.
Maybe. I could be doing him a huge disservice here by talking about this without knowing it. It is bolted in for sure with, I think, 3 screws in this thing. It could be set into this pocket, honestly. He's got a video out there somewhere on Instagram of him taking a neck and a guitar, putting them together, not screwing anything in, picking it up like this, and the guitar still stays in one piece.
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't know. It feels like a normal, Les Paul style neck, and there's nothing different about it. But I don't know. It's got great sustain, great resonance, man. This has become my number one guitar. I mean, without question, hands down. I love this thing. It feels like magic. I don't know.
It's the one. Yeah. I said, and your backup, real quick, it's in the dressing room. But it's it's a 2017 Les Paul Classic, just a stock Les Paul Classic.
Yes. And so, yeah, absolutely. And so what I did with the Les Paul Classic, though, is I gutted the pickups and everything from it. And recently, I had Jamie Patterson put in these same pickups in that guitar.
Just so there's some continuity. And
Absolutely. When I was switching back and forth, I didn't want to go, oh, man, I got to gain up everything and change my presets. It was like I want A and B to be A and B. They're, it's a number 1 and a number 2. They should be fluid. So I did that to that, and then there have been a few little things. I put locking tuners on it, the same ones that this has, the Cluson. Yeah. I still wanted the green plastic knobs because they just look old.
That vintage look, yeah.
Exactly. But I did want the locking tuners, if for nothing else other than string changes. Yeah. Because they just make it so easy.
Awesome, man. Well, that does it for the Guitar Land.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll put this guy away real quick, and then we'll talk about the rack. All right, so rig land here. So pretty simple rig going on, but if you want to kind of break it down a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really fell in love with the Line 6 Helix. I've tweaked this tone for 7 or 8 years trying to just get it exactly right. So I wanted to use a Helix when I built this whole rack system that lives with Monitor World. You guys probably can't see it, but we've got our Digico console over here, in-ear stuff below it. So what happens is I've got the guitar coming into the Shure QLXD that's on the back side. Again, you guys can't see, but see the antennas over here. Comes in, and it goes into, right here, into the Helix. And I've got all my tones set up. I've got a Cat 6 or something, whichever version of Cat it is.
Cat 5, Cat 6, yeah, whatever.
One of them. And it runs over to my Helix control on stage. But this lives here so I can tune off stage. You know, if you hold this, blah, you got a tuner, whatever. And then before the cab sim stage, I have a send, which is going to this orange pedal baby, because if you'll notice...
You're a rock and roll band. You want some stage sound, so you got a Marshall cab on stage, powered by the pedal baby.
Yes, exactly. We all have cabs on stage. I've got the Marshall 412. The bass has got the orange 810. James, the rhythm player, he's got the orange 2x12.
But you said so but none of that's mic'd. So you are coming DI out of this to front of house.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all coming DI. James runs a Kemper. He's coming DI out of that. Ben runs a Dark Glass and a Neve DI. For dirty and clean bass that are simultaneously.
Just a nerd out for a second. The Neve DI is so sick, man.
Dude, it is the cleanest, just most pristine DI. Like, I think, and I could be wrong, all the studio people are going to jump down my ass here for a second, but I think it beat out the Countryman DI as like the go-to if you want super clean tracking. Like if you're going to reamp guitars, if you've got a bass or something that you just want pristine, the Neve DI has got to be the way to go.
Yeah, we're not really talking about bass stuff, but I saw that on his board earlier, and I was just like, oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, we'll have to do a separate video on the...
Anyway, back to guitar stuff. So what kind of amp are you modeling on here?
So, I'll have to... It's a JCM 800 of some type. I'll have to see if it's which 22 version of that thing it is. It's a 2204. So I've got that. I've got it running, and typical to... You know, every guitar player out there now, you do put all the, bass, mid, treble in a line and go with it at like 5 or 6 or wherever you want. And I'll do that, and I'll adjust it for, the room. If normally we run with the front of house guy and he's got all that handled, but in the days of, touring, you can't always have the same front of house guy. That's kind of a pipe dream. You wish that you have your guy that's got all your stuff saved. But, so I'll play with that a little bit, like at different venues.
Well, especially when your guy's Jerry. You wish it was Jerry.
We always wish it was Jerry. And a lot of times it is, and I get to look out there and just breathe a big sigh of relief because I know he's got me.
But, so what you're saying is, at the end of the day, with all this digital stuff and everything, it's still just a Les Paul and a Marshall. That's video. Bye. See you guys later.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's some version of a Les Paul, a Marshall, a 4x12, and then I think I have I've got like a clone in here for a little heavier rhythm tone, because I have the Marshall kind of like just past the edge of breakup, and then I'll put the clone on when I want it to be, that's 90% my rhythm tone. And then I've got a TS-808 and a gain boost in the effects loop for when I hit leads and stuff. So yes.
Yeah, just Southern, just rock and roll, man. That's it, yeah.
Straight rock and roll, just Les Paul, Marshall stacks. Despite all the fancy wireless shit and any of this, it is still just what they did 40 years ago.
Well, yep. Well, thank you, man. That's the video. I hope you guys like it. Hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you in the next one.